Hello, my name is Maurice.
Hello, my name is Nicole.
I'm Makia.
Hello, I'm Jeremiah.
Hello, I'm Marcus.
Hello, I'm Jay.
All right, now, do you really need meat? Global meat consumption almost doubled from 63 grams a person a day in 61 to 115 grams in 2009. So I ask again, why do you need meat? For many, meat eating is a traditional practice. It's reinforced by economics and ecological factors, including media and marketing. Western countries, traditional association between meat consumption and nutritional adequacy. In the same context, vegetarian diets tend to be perceived as being associated with nutritional inadequacy. That's wrong. After countless hours of research, I hope to convince y'all that eliminating meat from your diet will improve your personal health and environmental health. An article published in the Journal of Australian Traditional Medicine Society in 2019 stated that regarding macronutrients, a vegan diet can meet all the requirements of carbohydrates, proteins, and fats. And regarding the macronutrients, vegan diets are higher in folic acid, vitamin C and E, iron, and magnesium. Now, in order to discuss the benefits of eliminating meat from your diet, we must discuss the consequences of eating it. According to a 2008 study published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition, consumption of red and white meat is significantly associated with higher odds of having heart disease because the higher levels of saturated fat raise blood cholesterol levels. In particular, one portion increase in monthly meat intake is roughly associated with a 60% higher likelihood of having heart disease. Participants who consumed over 8 portions of red meat or over 12 portions of white meat a month had about 4 times higher odds of having heart disease. Red meat consumption was associated with a 2 times higher likelihood of heart disease, while white meat was associated with a 37% chance higher likelihood. Those results were in line with a 1999 7-country study, which showed an independent positive correlation between meat and heart disease death rates. That study also predicted a 24% reduction rate in heart disease death rates by reducing average meat consumption by 50 grams. The high fat meats also increased the risk of obesity and type 2 diabetes. In the Journal of Australian Traditional Medicine Society, McEwen and Bingham stated that following a vegan diet has numerous health benefits, such as significant improvements in emotional and physical well-being. They're found to have lower risk of heart disease, obesity, and the lowest for type 2 diabetes. Their diets are typically lower in cholesterol and blood pressure than any other diets, and that's due to their high consumption of fruits and vegetables, whole grains, and nuts. That's associated with low cholesterol levels, and their high intake of leafy greens with vitamin C rich fruits and vegetables are associated with a reduced risk of heart disease. Since the high intake of fruits and vegetables, there's also a high intake of dietary fibers and antioxidants, which leads them to have a significantly lower BMI and a smaller waist size, hence why you don't see many overweight vegans. And they also, like I stated before, supports a healthy mental. A study published in the Nutritional Neuroscience in 2015 yielded vegans overall have less stress and anxiety than any other diet group. And that's due to an increased restriction of animal foods. The increased restriction improves mood. It's like going from eating meat to vegetarian, vegetarian to vegan, so on and so forth. And now there's also environmental benefits. A study published in the Nutrition Bulletin in 2018 showed that pollution is a major factor, consequence of livestock production. You get the greenhouse gas emissions, chemical pollution, land use, water consumption. If y'all didn't know, cow farts are actually a major cause of climate change. The livestock industry also contributes to deforestation, desertification. It places a greater demand on carbon, nitrogen, and water resources. The nitrogen is used for fertilizers, and that fertilizer will be washed off and turned into nitrous oxide, which will pollute the waterways. And the water footprint, which is the total amount of fresh water used per gram of protein of red meat, is estimated to be 6 times higher than that for any type of bean. So once people start to eat vegan and stuff like that, these factories will have to start closing down. So what we going to do with them? Well, you could reuse that land, start planting trees, gardens. At that point, it'll increase biodiversity, decrease the cost of vegetables, which will make eating healthy easier, and overall increase the quality of our air and our environment. So as you can see, eliminating meat from our diet will improve the personal health and the environmental health. Contrary to traditional beliefs, you can still fulfill your daily macro and micronutrient requirements. As an individual, You'll experience lower risk of cardiovascular disease, obesity, type 2 diabetes. Environmentally, eliminating meat will lead to a direct decrease in pollution and an increase in biodiversity and health. Imagine what our future would be like if we placed even like a third of the livestock factories with gardens and a vast array of plant-based products. So next time you decide to order 50 wings, half hot, half barbecue, as you prepare to watch the Buffalo Bills win the Super Bowl, just take a moment to reflect on the actual cost of what those wings are. So I'm gonna ask you one last time. Do you really need meat? And that's it.